Welcome sa zip9.com. This video tutuloy natin yung ating series about domain and range, no? And in this video tutuloy natin yung ating discussion on finding the domain and range of uh, radical functions, no? Yung functions na merong yung equation nila merong radical signs, no? So our first function here is f of x equals square root of 1 over x plus 6. Now, eto medyo mukha lang siya mahirap pero actually madali lang siya, no? So, if you can remember your algebra, no, meron tayong property na square root of a over b is the same as square root of a over square root of b, no? So, ibig sabihin, pwede natin yan paghiwalayin. Pwede natin sabihin square root of 1 over square root of x plus 6. So, pwede nang ganito yung gawin natin ganito. And square root of 1 is 1. And of course, square root of x plus 6. So, pwede nating palitan yung equation. Pwede nating gawing f of x equals 1 over square root of x plus 6. No? Just a little bit of algebra. Parang review nyo na rin. No? Square root of x plus 6. Now, makikita natin that sabi natin sa mga previous videos, yung under ng radical sign must be greater than or equal to 0, no? So, yung under sa radical sign, dapat greater than or equal to 0 siya. Pero since nasa denominator siya, bawal siya maging 0, di ba? Kasi pag naging 1 over square root of 0, it becomes 1 over 0, which is undefined. Meaning, hindi tayo pwede mag-equal. Meaning, yung x plus 6 natin must only be greater than 0. Wala siyang equal. So, meaning x is greater than negative 6, no? By subtracting 6 from both sides. So, ito yung mga possible values of x that will make the function defined. No? Which means that this is the domain. Di ba yun yung definition ng domain, yung set of values of x that will make the function defined. So, greater than negative 6. Okay? Or kung meron kayong number line, di ba? Negative 6. This is 0. So, lahat ng number na greater than negative 6, hindi kasama yung negative 6 kasi wala siyang equal sign. So, all the numbers here up to positive infinity. So, from negative 6 up to positive infinity, pakanan. So, yan yung ating domain. This is negative 6 up to infinity. Okay, and the range, ang range natin, magkakaroon ba tayo ng 0 na range? No, di ba? Kasi 1 yung ating numerator, hindi siya pwedeng magkaroon ng, hindi siya pwedeng mag-0. Hindi rin siya pwedeng mag-negative kasi square root of positive number is always positive. Kasi yung x plus 6 natin greater than 0, meaning yung number dito sa under the radical sign is a positive number. And the square root of positive number is always positive. So meaning 0 ang lower boundary natin, 0. Bakit 0? Kasi pag nilakihan mo ng lakihan yung x, lalaki yung value ng denominator at yung 1 over square root of x plus 6 ay palapit ng palapit sa 0 pag nilakihan mo to. So, from 0 up to infinity. Pag niliitan mo naman to ng niliitan, paliit siya ng paliit yung value. Pari negative 5.9. So, magiging 0.1 na lang ito, square root of 0.1. So, lumalaki din siya. Lumalaki din yung value ng f of x natin. So, yung f of x natin, from 0, no, hindi kasama yung 0 up to infinity yung kanyang value. No? Infinity kasi, pag nilitan mo, nalitan yung value, naging pare, negative 5.99, di ba? Negative 5.999, magiging 0.0001 yan. So, pag lumiliit ito, lalaki yung buong fraction. So, lumalaki siya na positive. Okay? So, that's the range or in set notation, nauna yung ano natin. But in set notation, for example, pwede mo sabihin na y such as y is greater than 0. So, pwede rin yan. Ito yung ating range. No? Pwede natin tignan, no? Using GeoGebra, pwede nating tignan kung ano ba yung graph niyan. 1 over this is f of x equals 1 over square root of, that is x plus 6. Tama ba? 1 over square root of x plus 6. At kung makikita nyo, no, yung kanyang domain, no, ang domain is the set of x coordinates of the points on the graph, diba? So, ang x coordinate nito ay somewhere here, no, 6 greater than negative 6. Ito ay negative 5, ito ay maybe negative 4.5, and so on and so forth, no? So, lahat ng numbers na yan dito kasi wala namang bakante yan, wala namang puwang. So, the domain is from negative 6 up to infinity. Kaso, hindi kasama yung 6. Kasi, pag hindi kasama yung negative 6, sorry. Hindi kasama yung negative 6. Kasi pag nag-negative 6 ka dito, magiging 0 siya. So, 1 over 0 is undefined. And graphically, makikita mo yan, no? Akala mo, nakadikit siya sa negative 6 dito sa line na to. So, sa x equals negative 6, akala mo nakadikit siya. But actually, if you zoom in, no? If you zoom in, gaano man yan kataas, no? Kahit pataas siya ng pataas hanggang papunta doon, you will see that pag minagnify mo ay hindi siya nagtatouch doon sa line na y equals negative 6. Kasi bawal nga yung, x equals negative 6. Kasi bawal nga yung x equals negative 6 dito. Pwede siyang malapit sa negative 6, pero hindi siya pwedeng, pwede siyang lumapit sa line na yan, but will never equal negative 6. No? So, from negative 6 to infinity, hindi kasama yung negative 6. Diba? So, ito yun. Negative 6 to infinity, hindi kasama yung negative 6. At yung range, kung makikita nyo naman, ang range naman is titignan natin yung y coordinates ng mga points on the graph. No? So, for example, what is the y coordinate of this point? Ito. Diba? Of this point, ito. Of this point, maybe 0 point something, 0.4, and so on and so forth. And, habang pakanan tayo ng pakanan, nakikita mo, palapit siya ng palapit sa y equals 0. Itong y equals 0, di ba? Itong line na to, parang x-axis siya. Kasi ito yung y equals 1, y equals 2. Pag y equals 1, di ba? Horizontal line yan. So, y equals negative 1. Pag y equals 0, nandito. Nakapatong siya sa x-axis. So, ibig sabihin, habang palapit siya ng palapit sa x-axis, palapit ng palapit sa 0 yung kanyang y coordinates, no? But it will never equal to 0. That's why y must be greater than 0, no? Pag nandito na siya, ito na yung y coordinate niya. So, y such that y is greater than 0 or from 0 up to infinity. Okay? So, I hope maliwanag tayo dito sa unang function. The second function is that, of course, sabi natin greater than or equal to 0 pag under radical sign. So, x minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. Tapos, x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Dapat pareho silang tama. Ano? Otherwise, pag may isang false dyan, magiging undefined isa sa kanila. So, meaning x is greater than or equal to 3 and x is greater than or equal to 4. No? So, ano ang number na greater than 3 na siya, equal to 3? Greater than or equal to 4 pa siya. So, nakita niyo yan. This is negative 3, this is negative 4. Oh, sorry. Ito yung negative 3 nandito. So, 3 and 4 na siya. So, x equals 3, x equals 4. Yung isa, greater than or equal to 3, no? So, pag ganun siya, pakanan. From 3 up to infinity. Yung isa naman, greater than or equal to 4. Okay? Ito naman siya. So, tanong, alin yung gagamitin natin dyan in this situation? Sabi, dapat true sila, di ba? So, pag ang x mo equals 3 dito, okay, ito, 0. Pero pag ang x mo equals 3 dito, 3 minus 4 is a negative number. So, cannot be. So, ibig sabihin, dapat mas malaki siya or equal sa 4. So, dapat dito tayo. Bali, ito yung pinaka-domain natin. Dito natin i-replace, no? Kasi, for example, nag 3.5 ako dito. Pag nag 3.5 minus 4, negative pa rin siya. No? So, meaning the domain is actually greater than x such that x is greater than or equal to 4 or or that's 4 up to infinity. No? So, pag 4, ito na yun, 4 up to infinity. Kasama yung 4. No? Kanina kasi hindi kasama yung 6 tsaka yung 0. Okay? Lastly, yung ating range, no? Well, ang pinakamaliit na value nito, anong pinakamaliit na value niyan? Anong pinakamaliit dito? 4, di ba? So, 4 minus 4 is 0. 4 minus 3 is 1. So, square root of 1 is 1. Ito na yung pinakamaliit na value mo, 1, di ba? Kasi ang pinakamaliit mo dito, 0. So, 4 minus 4, 0. 4 minus 3, 1. Square root of 1 is 1. So, meaning, ang g of x natin, pinakamaliit na value natin ay 1. So, yun yung r, di ba? Yung possible values of g of x or possible values of y after substituting the domain, no? So, pag 4 ang sinubstitute nyo, yung ating g of x is magiging 1. At habang ini-increase natin yung value of x dito, syempre nag-increase din yung number. So, up to infinity. Okay? Okay, so tignan natin. Tignan natin yung graph. Square root of g of x equals square root of and x minus 3 then plus x minus 4 square root of x minus 4. Okay? So, yung ating domain, nakita niyo domain, is a set of the x-coordinates of the points on the graph. So, ang x-coordinate nitong pinakamababa natin, titingnan natin is 4. Tapos pataas siya, yung mga numbers dito kasi x-coordinate nito ito, x-coordinate nito ito, x-coordinate nito ito. So, from 4 to infinity, including 4. So, that's the domain. Okay, 4 to infinity, including 4. And the range is the set of y-coordinates of the points on the graph. So, ito yung y equals 4. Pataas. So, pag nandito ako, ito yung ating y-coordinate. Pag nandito ako, ito yung ating y-coordinate. So, lahat ng numbers, pataas. So, habang papakanan to, pataas to ng pataas. No? So, kita mo naman that it's moving upward. Okay, so that's the range is from 1 up to infinity, including 1. Okay, so I hope meron kayong natutunan dito sa video na to. By the way, in set notation, y is greater than or equal to 1. So y is such that y is greater than or equal to 1. Infinity. Okay, so I hope meron kayong natutunan sa video na to. Maraming salamat. Gusto ko yung invite sa zip9.com at sa ating YouTube channel. Kung nanonood kayo sa YouTube, please subscribe kasi marami pa tayong mag-discuss. Maraming salamat. See you in the next tutorial.